flip side, have essentially sort of like a stand-in situation, even though their players playing for the team, obviously they're newly integrated. So FaZe able to take advantage, and fair play to them. Let's see if they can do it again against Fnatic here as we kick things off on map 2. FaZe won the first map. If you missed it, Mirage. Can Fnatic bring themselves back? There are a lot of issues here without Olofmeister, and I'm afraid for Fnatic. James.
Well, FaZe have gone for a quick A flank, and that's going to be a full rotation into the B area. Question is, will the flanker just lurk, or will he go for the full push? Because that might give the game away and cause a rotation back. JW is waiting for the flank to come in, and here it is. So Rain coming in for the back, but Fnatic are committed to the site. They're on the site now, and there is a player on Chicken Coop. The frag's going the way of FaZe at the moment. Kishima around the smoke. Only AZ's gone down for the tease. They're a bit lost at the moment. The bomb's on the floor. Pleasant doing what he can towards Chicken Coop, but he does not have much in the name of support. Goes for the decoy, fake flashbang, but doesn't really work out for him. He's down as well, leaving Crims alone versus 4. So not the start Fnatic wanted. FaZe off to a rip-roaring start.
So the problem I see for Fnatic, one of the issues I see for them, is that Olofmeister almost sort of, well, he really showed what could be possible if you have a star player basically playing down B plat in the defaults of the T side, right? Because the defaults will often feature that one guy down there, and he was so good at doing that. And part of it is not just being an aim star, it's actually being a smart player as well, and really understanding how the CTs can set up all the varieties of setups and timings, how to bait out grenades, and how to survive and prioritize that whilst maximizing harassment and trying not to die. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and that's what Olofmeister used to do on the B plateau for Fnatic in their defaults. Now I'm curious who will fulfill that role, or if that role will be essentially omitted from the defaults of Fnatic, whether they will try a different sort of approach. As Envious have been trying, for example, Envious have put Happy, and they have a buddy system sort of thing going on with Happy and MBK. So instead of just one guy, they've got kind of 2 guys working on the harassment there in their defaults. So we'll have to see how the adaptation comes in on the buy round. But perhaps Fnatic, even though they have no nades, maybe they can just hit these shots here with the force buy.
One towards long for Fnatic, and one towards lower. Just biding their time. This is a force buy from the T side. Pleasant is creeping up, but the bomb is headed towards B, and he will get taken down by no less than a P90. 2 frags though coming in for the T side. AZ was going to thin the numbers out, but he will be taken down himself, and that P90 is going to be crucial. Crims all looking for the 1D here. Had the 1 versus 1, but Jacob with a P90 will find 3 frags.
Bomb down though.
The P90 of glory, the P90 of truth, and other things.
I mean, Fnatic, obviously, they force sport, so they won't have money in this next round. But the bomb plant is really nice. That actually gives the opportunity to let's maybe even get some deagles this round. They could, oh, they're gonna go for the force. That is very, very cool to see, actually. Wind Waker, not even Wind Walker. He's not the Walker of the Wind. He's a Waker. I don't know.
Wrap it up, mate. Come on.
Either way, it's going to be JW on that sawn off that he is so well known for. Absolutely must be going drop zone.
Is that a Zelda reference? I want to say it's a Zelda reference. I'm sure producer Reese knows. He has no education, Dan.
His education.
He just played games, so he knows the answer. I'm sure he does.
Really? Like how you just he has no education.
I could be wrong about that.
Oh wow! I like how AZ jumped kind of to the side towards the fire, maybe expecting that his opponent would actually be looking for him to jump away from the fire, which is actually quite smart. Nice little detail there from AZ, but he still got wrecked. I don't think there's a spot. I don't think there's a way not to get wrecked there. So it's okay. All good.
I thought Zelda was a green guy, but apparently that's the princess girl. I'm probably pissing people off by saying that.
Yeah.
I don't think
mixing up the Link and the Zeldas.
Link is the green. Well, is it a Wind Waker? I know it is. Right, never mind. Okay, yeah, Reese confirmed. I told you he had no education, Dan. See? This game, he's a geek.
He's got gamer education.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh, he said he had a degree. Okay, maybe I was lying. So the T's are pushing the B bomb site now. There's one player there for the FaZe team. Again, it is FaZe, a man down, but they still have the superior weaponry for the time being. That said, there are 2 AKs on the T side. So Pleasant has been taken down from the drop area. We've got flashes flashing the T's and the CTs. Who will see first? JW will be blinded permanently for the round. Down to 3 versus 3 now. The P90 is coming in, but Jacob's finally going to be eliminated, and the bomb will get planted.
2 versus 3. Pretty tough hit for FaZe. This force bite is definitely paying off right now. And with some Fox with the P90, able to pick up another frag here. Goes down for the trade, though, and this is doable here for Kiyoshima. Absolutely doable. In comes the M4, the spray, the box, the Heidi play from Flusher is eventually going to be sought out and punished by Kiyoshima, going in with the USP now.
Whoa.
Pressed to action by the time, by lack of kit. And there you go. The Fnatic will steal the round away with a force buy, and FaZe might actually just force buy straight back right now because I don't know. It's actually an interesting call because the two players did have quite a lot of money actually. So if they would have full saved, they actually could have bought back. The only issue then is that they give Fnatic a free round to build money. But as you can see, so many players from Fnatic died. That really incentivizes FaZe to go for the force buy because if they somehow win this, they reset Fnatic straight away. So that is the main reason I think they've gone for this. But the fast play potentially is worrisome. There might be some worry here from FaZe. They feel the presence of the Swedish beasts approaching the B-bomb site.
Indeed, only one rifle on the remaining players. There's a two-man push towards A as well, so the FaZe team are quite split up. They are susceptible to trades at present. Crims are looking for the inevitable, perhaps, push from FaZe, but indeed FaZe are not going to go all the way there. And that was one of the rifles taken in that direction. They do indeed now have 2 rifles rather than 1. And as they move away, Crims is starting to head towards long A. So perhaps he'll be on a fact-finding mission before Fnatic commit to the B bomb site here. The rotation is still possible for the side. And you can see him starting to back up just a little bit. Good timing as well. Kishima trying to get a bit leery with a 5-7.
Not really catching much yet. And he will in fact die. So Rain, JChem and AZ. If Rain is alive, there's always hope. As he can always create something. Okay, here we go. It's like Fnatic are kind of getting ready now to go in, waiting for Crims to get in position. As you can see on the flank, once he's in there, they can go in, but actually, if Rain's going to take down Flusher, this is actually, the waiting is going to be problematic. The jump, the spray, how on earth does Crims not get a crack there? That's a really, really important play for FaZe. If FaZe win this round, oh my goodness, Fnatic are in a lot of trouble. JW, all he has is a sawn-off. Maybe he can swap out for a rifle. Is there one on the floor here for him to pick up before he goes for the face? He's been spotted now. This is awful right here for Fnatic. The only hope is the fact that JW has the sawn-off and they can force buy with it and he can lead the charge into the drop zone. The thing is that the force buy is incentivized again due to the fact that their money is so broken. They need to double eco to have a full buy anyway. So they might as well force buy 1, eco, and then they can still have a full buy. So that's the reasoning. And there's a lot of players in matchmaking that actually don't understand that or don't think about that dynamic and rage at me when I force buy, when our money's been broken. But that is the reason. If you were uninitiated into the economy of Counter-Strike. But it's not going so well so far, James. For the Fnatic side, at least.
It is not. I actually thought they were going to rotate to the A bomb site there, rather than the flank coming in. But there we go.
Vote
Such is life.
Person's knife's called Vote Pass, James.
It is.
It makes me think of Quake because Vote Pass is the same in Quake.
My Glock is called Vote Pass.
Is it really?
No, it's not. my USP is called Vote Pass and my Glock is called Vote Fail.
This is why JW buys the sawn-off. He is a beast. He picks up a weapon because of it, gets a lot of money. It is a really smart choice. It's really, really smart. And look at this, catching the CTs off by the side. Rain and Fox need to clutch again, but it's Rain. In he goes with the first frag. And he has a good positioning here to get the extra aim battles, and he is going to crush, kill, and destroy James.
Urian, very nice.
Yes, get the fighting game references in there. Shoutouts to anyone in the stream who actually understood the reference there as well.
My guys are actually commentating the Red Bull Kumite in Paris at the moment, where I would have been if we didn't have scheduling now. But they were doing impersonations of me.
Oh, really?
On the stream, so I've heard.
What are they just saying down all the time?
I look forward to seeing them later, possibly. Well, FaZe with a 3-round lead at the moment. Fnatic fans must be a little bit worried.
Do you like foliage shapes?
Not as much as Jacob appears
It's face for the foliage shape.
I haven't climbed the tree for a very long time though.
I apologise for interrupting you with
Since I was a boy.
My fervour of foliage. Foliage fervour.
I find large shops that sell plants tend to sell fish as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so random that you just bring up that fact. It's amazing. I used to try to climb trees. I lived in the countryside for quite some time.
But you used to use clay instead of Lego as well.
Yeah. Hey, there's trees. There's a natural clay. You know that you can construct things from clay, right? That you can bind objects.
I know what clay is,
clay,
Dan.
James.
I know what clay is.
Yeah. Why are you making fun of me?
Because it's fun to make fun of you.
Well, I had Lego as well as the clay.
But you preferred clay.
Clay was.
Or did you make Lego from clay? Next level. Buys coming up for both teams again. We've got an AWP onto both sides as well. We'll see how JW chooses to use his. I mean, you can use the AWP like a shotgun in the drop, but obviously it is high risk. If you don't hit the shot straight away, there's a fair chance you're going to die. He is going to be lurking outside A for the time being. Pretty much a standard hold here for the T side. You can get good timings with a HE as well through that door. Any insanely aggressive CTs. A minute 20 on the clock here, and Fnatic are just biding their time, waiting for that smoke and drop to disappear so the harassment can begin. Almost reminds me of Flipside versus Mousesports at the moment.
Fox! God damn.
Sometimes nothing goes your way, Dan.
Sometimes you get
Sometimes
wrecked.
you want Lego, but you get provided with clay.
That's true. That's true.
Ooh.
I was lonely, okay, James.
I'm not judging at all.
In the woods.
I think clay's cool. One man down for the CT side, but the trades are coming in. 4 versus 2 now. The tree position continues to be a very powerful one for CT sides. Even sometimes when you have limited money on a T side, they won't really go for that Molotov for the tree position when they go for a fast play, but I think it's always worth it, even if you have to skim on 2 flashbangs. So on the site are the final plays. JW with a nice sweeping shot onto Rain there, but AZ is causing problems. JW trying to get Flasher to dance for him. Ooh, gives AZ a bit of a haircut there, but we've got 14 seconds and 3 CTs to find. What does JW do? Does he commit to the fight here and die on his sword, or does he retreat? Seems that he will try to, well, he is going to save basically, but he is trying to do it in the smartest way possible.
What is that? Elder One.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
There we go. And he survives as well. Wow, nice.
The name of his AWP is
Elder One sounds a bit Lord of the Rings. Sounds a bit World of Warcraft.
Let's get Reese on this.
I've never played World of Warcraft, right? But there was one DreamHack where I just saw a guy. I think he was like a horse or something. And
he was a horse.
And he was just like
Tauren.
Galloping around the world, not doing anything in particular. He was just an animal in a field, basically.
All right.
You may as well have been playing Goat Simulator, Dan. So 6-1 now. It's still early days in this match, which feels in this game, which feels like it's been going on forever because we've had quite slow rounds. JW with that saved AWP off to a good start, but that good start is soon shut down by Jake eliminated.
I have a fear that I know the place that you saw that. Was it? Because this is really sad if it's true. Was it QuakeCon?
Producer Reese says Elder Wand was a Deathly Hallow from Harry Potter.
God damn! What a nerd. Okay. I actually read the books.
No, I don't think it was QuakeCon. I think it was years ago.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people playing MMOs at QuakeCon, which makes me incredibly sad these days.
I was told under no uncertain terms to not be seen playing Counter-Strike at QuakeCon. I observed those terms then. Anyway, Fnatic are moving very quickly over towards the B bomb site here. Safety in numbers, name of the game, but the bomb is moving forward towards the tree position, and now it's been lost. That is really bad for Fnatic, but they've got the man advantage now. Jacob looking for a 2-man spray down. Will he even get one? No. Flusher's going to take out Crims as well.
Oh, it's not a nade, sorry.
No, it's a gun in their face. That's what it is. So Fox with 2 to find. That smoke goes down. Pretty horrible timing. Is he brave enough to just walk through the smoke? The nade going to Flush's position, not going to make any connection whatsoever. I do wonder if he was just heard there. He's chosen to jump back out, but he's heard it. Oh, that nade is glorious. The re-smoke as well. I think sometimes you have to gamble Well, let's see what happens here first. Nice shot there by Fox, straight into the base of JW. This is doable now for the European star. But Flusher, 40 HP. Fox has a hit as well, but he will not be able to get the final kill. Did some good work though, and Fnatic double their score there.
Must feel weird for Fnatic to lose.
7 of 9 rounds on the CT side is a fantastic start for FaZe.
It is, yeah. And
they've got money, they're coming back with a vengeance. But will they Bruce Willis these fools down? That's the question.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it, we'll have to see. We do have the Sornoff back onto JW. However, the team is moving, apart from JW, towards the A site. JW will have a fast split attempt here through the drop area, but he will not be able to connect with the Sornoff. Instead, it will be Rain connecting with his M4, but the push has now arrived onto the A site. The retake is in progress here by the CTs, but how much are they going to get done here? They have to push through the smoke points the choke points that are available to them that are not smoked off, of which there are few right now, and that makes life awkward. 4 versus 4, and they all want to get through the same choke points. If you've ever played retakes, this is annoying.
Yeah, there are so many angles for them to contest with. I wonder, I think it would be reasonable to call for the save. The 4-man save.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think they should have called for the 4-man save, because what can they... I mean, look at their money now. They have to eco. They could have saved four rifles in that round.
Yeah, they would have had a much better chance to win a round now with the 4 weapons than they would have had at the retake there. I think percentages-wise, I don't think it's even close.
Very bad spot there.
Yeah.
Very bad spot.
Because if you say, like, if you see, like, if you observe the relative strength before the bomb's gone down for them to win rounds, it's probably, like, already 60 to 80%. Whereas that is going to be much, much lower than that.
Yeah, and the implications of this happening, basically, versus saving the 4 rifles in terms of the potential for rounds to be lost, etc. I really do think that they made a big mistake there.
Well, it's the style of FaZe, James. Get in there and shoot people in the head. That's how they play the game. Live by the sword, die by the sword. It's a way of life I can respect.
Well, back on the buy quickly. Fnatic, though, with 4 rounds on the board and momentum in their favour. We'll see if their confidence can be broken by FaZe, or if Fnatic will continue their march. Sornoff continues for JW, and that is a Sornoff for the ages. We'll see if he can put some of these FaZe players in the photo book, the photo album, photo collection. Then to start things off though, Jacob's going to try and stay alive, waste time, allow his team to rotate. Playing around the smoke, he's got 3 AKs trained on his position. The CT's coming in with huge frags here. Dennis alone with 12 HP, 2 versus 1 though, he can do this, but the bomb is nowhere near him. Coming through the smoke, he's going to get wrecked. FaZe back to winning ways. Fnatic reset, although they could have enough money for the buy. Indeed they do.
They have loads of money actually. It's all about FaZe stopping them right here and then. I mean, because if FaZe obviously lose this, they're down to an eco, and you can actually see Fnatic getting up to 7 rounds all of a sudden. And I think, like you say, I think the major mistake was for FaZe to not save the 4 rifles. I think you could always go back to that moment, and everything looked really solid until that point, and then they start to let Fnatic back into the match. However, FaZe can of course get it done. We'll have to see if they can pull it out of the bag here. So yeah, good nade. Good nade indeed, that's going to help matters.
Good nade and good night then.
Yeah, I'll see you later, Flusher. And it's really annoying to lose Flusher because early in the round, because Flusher is actually, I think, probably has been the most consistent player across the series. And maybe generally, he is damn good. But we do have the occupation now from the tees into the drop zone. This could be the play. This is where everything... This is the pivotal moment here for Fnatic. And the snap from JW, the spray from JW. 2 kills found in unlikely fashion. 1 health point remains. JW may have just given a chance for his team. Plus unable to get the 1 versus 1 against Kiyoshima. And it should be all over here for FaZe in this round. And that means that Fnatic, I think, have a strong chance to get 6 or 7 on the board.
Fnatic playing the catch-up game. Fox the last to go down, but he does go down. So now it's FaZe who have been reset straight back, and obviously they had a lot less in the bank after the difficult previous rounds, the difficult rounds prior. So indeed, Dan, I think 7-8 is extremely likely now. Dennis going for the AWP, JW on the AK. JW top fragging for his team, 13 frags for him.
The thing is, playing anti-force buy against FaZe is one of the most, they're probably one of the most annoying teams to play anti-force buy against because of the skill factor. And boom, skill factor, engage James, 2 frags the weight of FaZe, and they're already making life difficult, and the rotations are coming in, the one-on-ones are being found here by the pistols, and it's getting awkward, very awkward. However, Flusher will get some assistance there, or rather JW will get some assistance from Flusher, and the bomb site will be taken away. Now, Rain and AZ are left alive. They haven't been able to pick up any rifles, 2 of which are on the floor, but Rain is going to keep finding these flanks. And that could be the AK there, but he's going to get more damage with the CZ. Oh! Rain again going in, getting the jumping frag there, finishing off the player. Now it's Flusher against 2. What a situation on our hands here. Flusher able to spray down the very weakened Rain and get the clutch for the 4K. But what a ridiculous display from both sides. In particular, Rain. That guy he's one sneaky bugger, James.
I'm equipping a CZ as soon as this game is finished. There.
I told you, man.
On the CT side.
I told you, CZ is king on CT. 5-7 is for noobs, James.
But I put LDLC stickers on my blue jeans.
I don't give a damn. LDLC don't even have a team anymore, James.
Well, they do, and they're playing in the qualifier for the major today, Dan.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Molotov's coming out for the Swedish team. Can they make it to 7-8? They had a bit of a disastrous start, but they have had a glorious comeback. Although the job is not even halfway done here. Pistols out again for FaZe. You would know that they're dangerous with them, and there's another example. More CZ to come though, but the spray down will be real. Rain will receive the garden hose. A bit too far for JW to get the kill on that occasion, and Jacob will come in for the one tap. So things looking good for FaZe, although they still haven't picked up any rifles. Crims will bring things back to 2 versus 2. Bomb has not been seen as it was left on the ground. And FaZe are going to gamble, well, I was going to say towards the B site, but in fact, they have chosen to split up. Jacob's picked up a Swan-off. Congratulations to him. And Jacob's going to go down, leaving Fox alone versus 2. Fox isn't too far away. Dennis is already picking up the angle though, but he's got to look at, well, never mind, he spots Fox towards the drop. And that bomb is going to get planted, but it won't be required. 7-8, Fnatic take the last round, the last 3 rounds. Jacob, Rain, and JW on 14 frags, Flush not hop far behind. Who's going to take it then?
It has been quite a comeback, and it honestly, for me, it does come back to that save moment. To save or not to save. Okay, there's that choke point smoked off. There's a balcony that's on fire. I think we should go for this anyway. Even though those are our 2 only options. I mean, had they had somebody like, let's say, A-long or something, or him to get a 1v1 or cause a distraction, or someone at mid, then okay, you know, sure. But the fact that they were all on one angle, and there's no choke points to move through, that's what made that really, really clear, I think. And here comes Pistol, Flusher, able to execute only a single man, Bosh. But there are more Boshes here. The Bish Bash, and perhaps...
Bosh, bingo, bango, bongo, but the other way around, Dan. Bingo, bango, bongo, Bish Bash, Bosh.
All right. All the frags there for Fnatic. Good start for them. See a couple of MP9s and MP7. And they just have to survive the force buy. There are no nades with this force buy. FaZe are going to go for the pure wreckage with those pistols. Just get the shots into the bodies, into the heads, into the Fnatic players, hopefully, and not their own.
Nice cover there. MP9 party, and you're all invited. 2 kills for the MP9s. Crims coming in with the MP7 and then the USP. So it's Kirishima versus Sweden. I'm sure Sweden always do better than France in the Eurovision Song Contest. Those Scandinavian countries they always go huge for Eurovision Song Contest, Dan.
Yeah, they do. I never watched that though, but I know Priest Reese always tells me that he goes to like viewing parties.
I'll never watch it again post Wogan. Rest in peace, sir. Mr. Wogan was the glory of the Eurovision Song Contest if you watched it in the UK, but he's since passed.
I'm proud to admit I've never seen a single Eurovision Song Contest.
It was worth it for Wogan, man. Rogan was a one-man commentary army. He was an icon for us, Dan. We should watch it as research.
I don't remember the last time I listened to him.
Rogan was key.
Maybe I'll have to at some point in the future.
I strongly suggest it, Dan. Rogan was beast. 9-8, not much between these two teams at present other than the weapon inventory, which lies with Fnatic. FaZe find themselves on the eco, and they should be trailing by a little bit more once this round has concluded. The double MP9s continue, the money makers, the paper printers. Crims has that MP7. Good for the moving accuracy. The MP9 is actually quite reasonable to jump with and still have accuracy. Where was that kill? I don't even know.
That kill was at mid-range on the middle of the MP9. So, fair enough. But they don't have head armor. That's the reason that it looks so ridiculous. Crims getting in there now, and it should be a very, very solid cleanup there. What can you do? You're sandwiched in between the CTs, and they've all got MP9s. What are you going to do?
Trust me, just try jumping around with the MP9. On paper, it's legit, Dan. On paper, it's legit.
But what about on Cobblestones?
Gets a test.
That is Cobobulous. Okay. 10-8. And Fnatic with a resurgence back into this map, into the series, which is pretty important because they lost map 1. They lost map 1 against FaZe. They are lamenting this fact. They are. What is going on?
Ooh.
What is going on?
That is not a good start. That is the AWPer.
Indeed.
He died.
Indeed. That's a really nice start here for FaZe. Now, how can they capitalize upon it? How can they play this advantage? Flusher below with the MP9. I don't know if I like Flusher's position right now, and he's going to get completely destroyed by the AKs. And this is actually problematic to still have the MP9. Maybe, going for the economic play, but to be honest, if FaZe are able to string a couple rounds together, then that is a big, big problem for Fnatic. And in comes the push. Dennis, oh no, he pulls an 8 out at the wrong moment. Fox gets another frag. 5 versus 2 right now. Plesson is spraying him down though. 2 frags from him. And what else can he get done in this position? Looks like not too much. And Crims is on the wrong side of the doors with the AWP. Perhaps he's on the right side of the doors, James, because if he was on the other side of the doors, maybe he'd die and lose the AWP. But in this situation, he has the option to save it. And that might be, with 3 left alive, the better play, especially as there is still a smoke on Kiyoshima.
What?
On Kiyoshima.
I thought you were going to say Kirby's pinball.
I have some issues with my speech, James, currently. I can't give you progress reports.
I wish you a hasty recovery, Dan.
Yeah, there are issues right now.
I wish you a recovery with haste, also known as a hasty recovery.
Right then. All right. I appreciate that.
Terrorists win.
So it's time for round 20.
Oh, stop! What are you, a bingo announcer?
Darts
announcer.
Giving it a try.
We need to go and watch the darts events, but
more
on that later. Ooh, we've got the Black. We've got the Ric Flair. We've got the dirtiest player in the game. We've got the CT auto sniper. Almost never a viable buy on the T side, especially because it's not worth it purely for the fact that if it goes into the CT's hands, it is extremely more viable.
It's also $5,500, James. That's a lot of dollars.
That's a lot of money.
That is many dollars.
It's cash in the bank. It's cash that was in the bank. No longer in the bank then.
All right, we have the long play coming in from FaZe. They are slowly clearing out this positioning, but will the CTs catch on? Will Fnatic catch on here? We get a bit of a defensive incendiary, the fire, the flames burning away at the Cobblestones, but the Cobblestones will endure the flames. They have seen many years of torment, and they can withstand some more. But it looks like actually we get the rotation in from FaZe. So the thing is that I don't think FaZe showed some presence, but I don't think that Fnatic, from the presence that they showed, could feel like it was a strong presence. Like it could just be one player, for as far as Fnatic know, because they didn't really show anybody. And now we get the full rotation. But the question is still there in the minds of Fnatic of how many players are where, and they are playing very defensively. And that is important because if this auto sniper gets to just put shots in because he has distraction, and that's great. But you can see there's no distraction. They're all aiming at him, and he'll only get one frag. That is not worth the money. Fnatic are absolutely destroyed right now. Crims picks up the AWP. The fast snap is not good. That could have been the chance there for Crims, but unfortunately, he's not going to make it happen. 10-10 is instead the scoreline, and as you said, that was a lot of money spent on the auto sniper. It was an investment that has not come out for the CT side. In fact, it's been crushed.
You could say it's money down the drain, Dan, similar to all the skins applied to my guns.
Yep.
10-10, pair of 10s.
What are those, James?
I knew you were going to ask that. Oh my God.
You baited me into it.
I know.
So I had to do it. Because I knew it would annoy you. You just wrecked yourself somehow.
I did. Oh my God.
Amazing.
Who are we?
I don't know.
So, Flusher is the only man of Kevlar. Ooh, he's got a penetration kill onto the face of Jacob. Oh. Good start for Fnatic, but it is going to be a slow round, a round full of pressure, suspense.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
They need to alleviate the pressure. How can they do this? How can they do this, James? How can they release pressure?
By winning rounds. That is the only way. FaZe have Molotov. That's a good Molotov. It's an annoying position, but they may lose their advantage. Yeah, indeed, and the push is indeed coming in now. Down goes Pleasant up close. We've got 3 players on the side. The double dink coming in there. Well, single dink from Dennis Meister and the follow-up. But the AKs are clearing house. House has been cleared. No more bed bugs, Dan. They've all been eliminated.
Bed bugs. I fear ever experiencing that.
You also fear
I've heard the
swimming with
stories. Well, yes. Yes, but the bed bugs is probably a bit. I can have a little less control over the bed bugs thing. The swimming with sharks, I can certainly avoid that unless you knock me out somehow and then you just drop me into the ocean. Hope you don't do that. Please don't do that.
I have no intention of doing that anytime soon.
That's a lot of effort, isn't it?
There's a 3-man push from the FaZe team towards long A. 3-man on road, while other man over towards B bomb site, but 1 man is rotating.
1 man is over into the land. He's taking justice into his own hands, James. He's all alone towards the B plateau, doing it his way. But he has not come up with much just yet. And to be honest, it is Rain. So if there was ever to be a Vigilante on the team, it should be Rain.
The Vigilante known as Rain.
Yeah.
Well,
he will precipitate chaos upon his assailants.
They are posturing over towards A, are the T players, all but 1. And we still have Crims playing close. I do hope that FaZe have a pop flash for this position. They have indeed Molotov, the left-hand side. But what about the right-hand side, guys? What about it, hey? JW's coming in for support as well. So commitment to that push from FaZe could have been a problem, but indeed they will rotate. Dennis facing the wall because Pleasant has the angle. And Dennis is waiting to turn around after the flashes have come in. Pleasant's position is good. The tree is very helpful with avoiding many flashbangs. Not all, but many. Ooh, interesting counter flash actually there as he expects to keep running backwards. Doesn't get any flashes though, but JW, Dennis and Pleasant will all come in with frags. This hole is superb so far for Fnatic, looking to tie things up once again. AZ is going to get a very nice delayed shot through the door, straight into the head of JW. There are 3 more to find. He should go for the pusher. He's got 6k in the bank, and the CTs can't afford to lose any weapons. But it appears he is going to choose to save. I don't know what the money's like for the rest of his team. And now we can see it. It's not as good as it is for him. So he can drop that gun to Rain, and then the rest of the team can buy up.
Yeah, the save
So
makes a lot of sense,
decision.
actually. Yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Did they just win a round? They did, didn't they? Yeah, so... Yeah. So, yeah, his bonus would be... He would lose a lot of money. He would lose like 4k there if he wouldn't save. So, nicely done. Nice. Nice. And it's time for FaZe to start pressuring into the B plateau a little bit. We can see some nades here. Rain is going to go for it. He's going to do the Olaf Meister. Look at that, bunnying, trying to get himself up there. Look at the timing on that smoke was sick from a teammate there to cover his vantage point and allow Rain to play around the smoke. However, the issue with smokes like this is that if there's a tiny gap, the CTs will likely be looking in there as the tiny gap is highlighted in a sense by it being the only gap in a large space. Ooh, the jumps, the spots, Rain's in trouble right now. He's going to frag his way out of trouble, and he's going to do that out of dodge right now with that frag. will they keep peeking him here? Oh, the peek comes in. Did Rain get too greedy is the question, but he had teammates coming. So, to be honest, just holding position, you could argue that he did not. And in fact, it's going to be very interesting now to see who comes out on top here. Dennis is going to go in right now, replacing well, I don't think they ever had any CTs there, so actually going up there, very unexpected. Rain had just cleared this, and there is the trade coming in now. 2 versus 2, the CTs, the Fnatic side are in trouble right now as the site is now occupied by the terrorist players of FaZe as they look to get the bomb planted, and they will indeed get that bomb planted. The time is going to be set upon the CTs now. It is ticking away and playing in favor of the FaZe players, but they're kind of pinned down at the moment. The wide peak coming in, and JW and Crims will both be facing the angle. See you later, Mr. FaZe guys, Paris guys. See you later. See you in the next round. See you in the next round.
Well, what is the financial situation now for the FaZe team?
They are financed.
The force is possible. Rain and Kiyoshima don't have enough for AKs, and the buy will be made by the FaZe team. So let's see, they're going to opt for the Tech 9s and nades over the Galils, actually.
That's actually pretty smart. I think that's better.
It leaves the money in the bank to be contributed to further rounds as well, future rounds.
Also, you can keep the AKs up on B plat and send the Tech 9s down to clear spaces quickly. Let's see how successful it'll be. In fact, actually, out of position is Fnatic. Look at how quickly FaZe will make their way onto the bomb side. They have to be careful, though, FaZe, not to allow themselves to funnel into Pleasant. 2 frags from him already, and he is playing this position very, very well, actually. And now there's just nothing to do here for FaZe. They're going to get completely shut down. And they went for that buy because they knew that Fnatic had nothing in the bank. But now Fnatic, they have much in the bank. There is bank, and it is full. With much. So 13-11. Fnatic look like they're going to take map 2 here, to be honest. To be honest, James. Fnatic look pretty good for this.
Yep, they are firmly in the lead now. FaZe on the force buy, so seems that Fnatic may not be out of this just yet. I'm sure some Fnatic fans have their hearts in their hands at the moment, but fear not, as there can be comfort had in the buy comparison and the round lead. That is a good attempt at the nade, but just a bit off the mark, so the push is coming in. Then it's trying to hold the back, but they've lost 2 players, already have the Fnatic side, and there's no frags for Fnatic just yet as FaZe continue to spread across the B bomb site, but now they're starting to stream in the frags for the CT side. Jacob's on a mag 7 and 9 HP, which is less than ideal to say the least. He's close towards the drop though, trying to take Dennis down, but got to be fearful of the Molotov as well. So Fnatic are going to back up, let things calm down. And the bomb could go down here for the T side, although AZ has to take a bit of a risk in order to collect it. And it seems we're going to have a 2-man flank here, using the time afforded to them by the bomb not going down yet.
Yeah, well, letting up on the pressure, will that actually bite them in the backside? Because they sacrifice continued pressure to, again, AZ had to go out in the open to the bomb there to get this flank on. And is it going to pay off? That's a good frag. Ooh, Jacob dies as well. Now it's down to AZ with the Tech 9, but they are weak. First frag found. Second one will not go the way of AZ. JW's in place, in position, with his finger on the trigger, and he will win the round for his team. 14-11 for Fnatic now, as FaZe will have, they can do the same buy basically, but maybe a little bit stronger with some rifles perhaps. And in fact, there are more than a few rifles. There are many rifles. There are 4. There can be an AWP here if Fox wants to pick it up.
Ooh.
And he should, and he did. And he does. Now, how will FaZe handle this? They can still actually get themselves back into this one, but you can really see why it's important. It was important for FaZe to pick up CT rounds against Fnatic on this map. They are struggling much more on their T side. That is for certain. Ooh, the push from Dennis once again. Getting up in that corner, flush with the wall. It is a very dangerous spot and you must clear it. And Dennis is surely going to get checked here. Oh my God, no one's checking that position. That was so huge right there. Dennis getting 2 frags and a dink out of that position. That is way too much for FaZe. FaZe being massively punished, having to bail themselves out of a horrendous situation now just by individual skill alone. 2 versus 2, soon to be 2 versus 1. The spray coming in for Kiyoshima. However, the very, very weak Fox is now eliminated, but Kiyoshima will save the day. 14-12, looking for the AWP. He will find it. But how did Dennis go unchecked there? 3 players, James, moved past that position and no one checked it. And it's very common. It's a very common place for CT to stand, James. If you want to lose that round, it's by not checking that position.
I don't know how
Crazy.
FaZe managed to come out of that round on top, but so they did. 2 rounds behind Fnatic now, and Fnatic are taking it very, very conservatively. Quite a bare bones eco from the CT side here. Force was very doable for them, but obviously they're going to sit on their lead and be careful, try and take it over the line. Oh, those nades doing considerable damage. They have to mark this as a disaster area. So far, so good for the FaZe team, clearing out the CTs.
This is nice, actually. This is really nice.
Yeah, it is a bit of a non-round for the CTs here. JW, last man standing, will surely be soon to go down.
Nice and methodical there from FaZe. They don't lose a single player, James. That's actually pretty important. Because if they want to make the comeback, it's really important that if, let's say there's this round, let's say Fnatic kill 4 players, they want to be able to replenish with big buys, so they can't afford to lose anybody in those ecos just to give them the best chances in the buy rounds. And they have done that. This is a very significant buy, and double from the CT side of Fnatic. Double, 2. That's what that means.
Deuxième.
French in there.
Well, it's a good start here. Krim's taking down Jacob, and there's no response from AZ. Just about gets the trade frag eventually, and JW will take Kishima down from danger. That's going to be almost a full rotation for the CTs, and it is a worthwhile one because FaZe are all over towards the A site, but it seems they might be backing off. 3 players alive though, with AZ on 3 HP. That is a bit of a disaster here for the FaZe team.
I feel like the only way they win this round now, FaZe, is if AZ gets a kill here. I thought they were rotating to B and leaving AZ here to delay rotation, but they're actually repositioning back again into the A site. So I think they just changed their mind there after initially leaving AZ, and AZ dies for free. How do they get in here? This is going to be tough. There's a good defensive setup coming in from the Swedish side. The Swedes will make mincemeat of the FaZe boys. And Fox has got a really hard task on his hands. He'll miss the first shot. Don't think he's going to get really another chance. 1 HP and dead. 15-13, Fnatic look like they're going to take this to 3. They look pretty good for it.
They do indeed. So what could be the last fight coming out for FaZe, the FaZe clan? Jacob down to Tech 9. I'm not sure if there's a gun on the floor for him. I don't think there is. As Rain dropped the AWP for Fox. So indeed, here we go. It's going to be Jacob on the Tech 9, the rest of the team on the AKs, Diorp. And let's see if Fnatic can hold in this round. They're going to have 3 towards B and 2 towards A. Almost a line being held on the A site at present.
I like lines. They're good.
But do you like lines when they make circles, Dan?
Well, that is the beauty of a line, James. It is adaptable.
Well, all right then. So, passive beginning from both of these teams. 2 people outside the A site for FaZe. As per usual, this is pretty much a, well, widely regarded as a standard default for teams, or clans, if you will.
The clans.
I like the use of the word clan from back in the day, you know.
Yep.
I played in clans. I'm sure you did too.
Yeah, you could say that.
Because these days it's teams, right? Even though it essentially means the same thing, but.
Well, people still use the terminology like CW and PCW, which means clan war / practice clan war and stuff like that. People still use the same terminology, so that's cool. Remnants of the ways it used to be, and I don't think they'll ever really let go. And a spot there from JW. Ooh, the pressure comes in. Oh, nice. The vertical shot. Nice. That one was felt head or toe to head, that one from JW. Now as Rain, Kiyashima and AZ look to save the day, but it is potentially going to be troublesome here. But this is a really nice situation right now. Rain able to pick up a frag with AZ, and now the favor is surely with the FaZe side, although JW is lurking in here with this AWP. Looking for those flicks, not really connecting with much, but here comes Crims lurking around from drop zone. Finds the first player, the spray down is real. Love the transfer there, the pre-fire, the preemptive, or the predictive transfer from Crims. Very smart. Don't see enough of stuff like that, in fact. And now the pressure's really on. Oh, JW hits the long-range shot, and Crims, perfect timing there, picks up the round, and the defuse comes in. Fnatic will win 16-13. I think there's a moment there where Crims maybe forgot that it was the last round as the winning round, coming off the bomb to maybe pick up a weapon. But Fnatic, they will take it to another map, James. They have denied FaZe the easy 2-0 upset, and they're still in it to win it. Yeah,
that was good recovery from Fnatic. I did think that FaZe had done enough on the first half, although I was curious about how the T side would go for them, even though CT side is quite difficult. I thought for FaZe in particular, perhaps the T side would be harder, and indeed it was. It was, well, I mean, Fnatic won the map, so well played by Fnatic. The third map will be Inferno. Any last comments on Cobblestone?
I feel like, as you say, if you know that you have a weaker T side, as we felt FaZe would, I think that's quite predictable. That CT side's got to be strong, and you got to have good decision making on it. And I feel like there were some rounds where they got a little bit crazy. Again, for me, it always comes back to that round where they had 4 players, and to retake the A site, which was very difficult. Already, they had everyone towards one choke point, which, well, the balcony and the double doors, and there's no way you can get through that if there's smoke and flames down, which there was. There's 5 players left alive for the T side as well. So what are they trying to do there? Because they're all trying to move. I mean, if they had the ability to split, you can make an argument that then okay, it works. But I think that was the greedy play that cost them, because then their money was screwed. And they had a really good record, and Fnatic were really struggling at that point. There was no momentum for them. So for me, it always comes back to that moment. And now Fnatic get to play FaZe on what has always been one of their favorite maps, actually, Inferno. And this is another map they've been taking victories on against everyone. So
yep.
It's well, tough.
One of the last times you might see Inferno for a while is coming up next, the last map in this best of 3. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes.